Welcome everybody. We are here today to do a little self-treatment and talk about the benefits, like the actual benefits of doing self-Reiki practice. So I'm going to begin by placing my hands right here on my knees. And I always activate my Reiki with Go, Reiki, Go. Or it can be Flow, Reiki, Flow if you prefer that. One of my students likes to set the intention to go, go, gadget, Reiki. However you like to activate your Reiki, set the intention to let it flow. And I'm just beginning here on my knees. And I'm just softening my jaw, I'm softening my shoulders, I'm softening my elbows and my wrists. One of the most obvious ways that Reiki really helps me is calming my mind. I am a very strong thinker. I'm not a worrier per se, but I am a strong thinker. I do have a lot of repetitive thoughts. And one of the things that Reiki has always helped me is to bring presence to what's going on in the rest of my body, not just my head. I also notice that the quality of my thoughts changes. My thoughts don't feel gripping the same way. I'm going to go ahead and move my Reiki hands to the top of my knee, to kind of where the thigh and the knee connect. But the quality of my thoughts really softens. So I might still be thinking, but it's almost wandering thoughts that kind of are like the daydreamy thoughts versus the gotta do, I should behave, more rigid, more tight, more tense type of thoughts. So I really notice that it very much helps my mental patterns slow down, relax, and I am much more able to be present in the rest of my body. And then just like what I'm doing right now, I'm really noticing what's going on in my body. I had a good hard workout this morning, and I am noticing that like my knees feel a little tight. And so that's where I'm starting with my self-care practice, just to support myself on a physical level. So anytime that we can help reduce inflammation, and we know that stress can cause inflammation. And I'm not going to pretend to tell you that I know why it makes my knees always feel 100% after I do a self-care practice. But I am here to tell you that my knees always feel 100% when I do Reiki on my knees. I'm going to bring my hands up to kind of the side of the hip. So there's a lot of physical benefits. I personally don't suffer from headaches. It's very rare that I get them. But in my professional practice, headaches are one of the fastest things that are relieved. Sometimes headaches are a signal that something much deeper is going on. Absolutely. But for the day-to-day aches and pains, holy moly, the Reiki self-practice is fabulous. So good. Tummy aches, fast thinking. begin to move my hands towards my lower abdomen. The next layer of things that Reiki has really helped me from what I've observed over the years is on an emotional level. I am a deep feeler. I'm a busy thinker, but I am a very deep feeler. And it really just helps me move the energy. So when our nervous system is calmed down, when our minds are slowed down, when our whole nervous system can kind of shift gears, that's when we can actually start to like allow the Reiki to move, allow to the emotional energy to move out. And we don't have to consciously know how to do that. But the Reiki is so beautiful. It has its own conscious awareness. And our body knows how to let this stuff go. Sometimes it's from falling asleep and letting it process through deep rest. Sometimes it's being like, oh, I really just need to get outside, that kind of simple awareness when we're calm. We're like, oh, I need to talk to somebody about this. I should really make an appointment with my therapist. I need to go hug a tree. You know, there's no wrong way. Sometimes we just need to cry or shake it out of our bodies, or physically get a good workout in so that we can kind of start moving some of that cortisol, some of that real stress energy. This is Prince Henri here. This is Daisy over here. But when my whole nervous system is calm, I can cry much easier. I used to never be able to cry, I swear. And then it's a long story, but I learned how to feel safe enough to cry. And Reiki was a big part of my journey. But if you're feeling a lot of type of like big fountains of energy coming in, there's different hand sequences that you can use to start folding in, right? Some of the waterfall, I'm kind of showing you in more rapid succession. And you repeat that sequence. This isn't the full sequence in terms of the time. You'd really want to take your time, 2 or 4 or 5 minutes per hand position, but just in case you are experiencing a lot of emotional upheaval, you would want to do something like that where it goes from top down to the bottom about 3 times, 2 or 3 times. Really taking your time with it. And on a spiritual level, Reiki, my Self-Reiki practice has been hugely influential. Because when I am centered and grounded, I know what I need. It feels so good. I want to feel better. I want to be moving through my fear. I want to be taking big transformational leaps in my life. I want to follow my dreams. I want to follow that inner call that is making my heart sing. I want to pursue that relationship. I want to have the courage to do this thing. I want to delve deeper into the essence of my being. And in all spiritual traditions, getting clear is always going to help you be more connected to your intuition, to your heart rhythm, to the heart song. About the shadow work that's coming up for healing. So I'm just moving my hands to the outside of my hips again. And because I'm sitting here doing Self-Reiki practice, I'm kind of realizing that sitting cross-legged is not feeling so good on my knees and hips because I've been doing that a lot today. So I'm just letting my legs stretch out, let my shoulders soften. And I'm gonna go back. Prince Henri, also my cats love Reiki. He also loves to be on camera because he's a handsome boy. So let me know in the comments what you have observed in your self Reiki practice, how it's helped you. Like I said, for me, there's been mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual benefits. But because you are a unique individual, it might look different for you. There might be things that Reiki has offered to you. So please share because this is a community too, and that's what I like to provide for everybody is a space that you can really feel seen and heard. So thank you so much for doing a little self-treatment with me, and I look forward to working together again. All right.